Walt Whitman was an American poet, journalist, and essayist who is best known for his collection of poems titled Leaves of Grass. He was born on May 31, 1819, in West Hills, Long Island, New York, to Walter Whitman Sr. and Louisa Van Velser Whitman. Whitman grew up in a family of 9 children, and his formal education ended when he was 11 years old. He started working as a printer's apprentice and later worked as a schoolteacher, a journalist, and a government clerk. In the 1850s, Whitman began working on Leaves of Grass, which he self-published in 1855. The collection of poems was controversial for its frank depictions of sexuality and its celebration of the common man. It underwent several revisions over the course of Whitman's lifetime and eventually grew to include over 400 poems. During the Civil War, Whitman worked as a nurse in Washington, D.C., and wrote many poems about his experiences, including The Wound Dresser and When Lilacs Last in the Dooryard Bloomed. After the war, he continued to write poetry and became increasingly involved in politics, advocating for women's suffrage and other progressive causes. Whitman's later years were marked by declining health and financial struggles. He suffered a stroke in 1873 and was forced to retire from government work. In 1881, he moved to Camden, New Jersey, where he lived out the rest of his life with his brother George. He died on March 26, 1892, at the age of 72. Whitman's influence on American poetry and literature cannot be overstated. He is often called the father of free verse and is regarded as one of the most important poets in American history. His works continue to be studied and celebrated today, and his influence can be seen in the work of countless poets and writers who have followed in his footsteps.